Please don't rain again. Why am I doing this? Fell the wrong way. Some scrapes down on the legs. The Colorado Trail Race is an 850-kilometer self-supported bikepacking race along some of the most technical single track in the Rockies. It's one of the 3 races that make up the Triple Crown of Bikepacking. I've completed the Tour Divide and the Arizona Trail Race 750, so I'm excited to get out there on my single speed and finish the last one. Yeah, it's pretty slow going, but beautiful out here. Beautiful day. Look at those wide open views that we see. It's pretty nice out here. Yeah, nice trail. Feeling getting tired. It's a lot of hiking, a lot of walking, just going up, but beautiful up here. Absolutely amazing. Really nice weather, have a cool breeze. Yeah, can't say enough. It's just an amazing place, amazing trail so far. Woohoo! So I found out from a fellow rider that I passed up the last good water for a while. Silly me. Lightning struck relatively close. I saw the flash and saw heard the thunder less than a second apart. And then smelled the burning in the air. I'm having my first thunder detour, or lightning detour. Exciting. Good morning. Morning 2 on the Colorado Trail. I rode till about 11 last night and then camped at a nice campsite. I had the most comfortable sleep I've ever had. It was warm, soft. I don't know, everything seemed to be working out well. I fell right asleep, slept for about 5 hours or so, 4.5, 5 hours. Woke up feeling okay. Didn't make it as far as I hoped yesterday. So made it to, well, I wanted to make it to Silverton, but no dice on that. Big chimichanga because I'm hungry. Thank you, Mola's Place, for the burrito. So just came out of Silverton. It's feeling hot right now. Yeah, it's kind of novel to be on just a gravel road. You kind of film and chat at the same time. Got some resupply stuff. I figure I'll be probably resupplying in Cathedral Creek Yeah, I seem to just have no breath. Just keep cruising along, and then gotta catch my breath after a while, give it a few minutes, so that slows you down. Well, I'm at 3,901 meters. Highest I've ever been so far. Been hiking for about 3.5 hours. The weather still is not being friendly at all. Hear bits of thunder and haven't seen any lightning yet, but a little bit scary. Ugh. Rain just blew in right when I got to the top of this pass. I'm just getting soaked. But it's been pouring rain after Stony Pass. See the cloud banks down there moving in. Got all my clothes on, except for my puffy. That's for sleep, so I've got that reserved. Got really cold. My hands, I still having trouble with dexterity right now. Just keep trudging along, keep moving, keep eating. Trying to make sure I keep my heart moving, blood moving, keep everything moving around. And I should recover from this pretty quick, I think. I hope. As long as it doesn't rain again. Please don't rain again. So I'm in my bivvy, camped out. My policy for this ride was when it come to 11 o'clock, just camp. So funny enough, I tried to get to the highest point of the trail and didn't quite make it. So camping on a flat spot on a ridge, and it's kind of wide open. Freaks me out a little bit. Usually with my little bivvy, I try to huddle in some trees or do something like that. This is just totally wide open, but the night's clear. I see all the stars, so I'm just gonna kind of hope it doesn't rain the next 5 hours or so, because that's how long I plan on sleeping. Oh, moth just hit me in the face. All right, made it to the high point. We're at about 4,050 meters, I believe. Slept on the ridgeline, got pretty cold, but I was at kind of the limit of what my sleeping system can do, so I was pretty comfortable. So cool. Sheeps. So last bit has been on a nice big long gravel descent. It's pretty nice. Now we're cruising along the Cell Creek here for quite a while. So my gear ratio, I max out about 15 kilometers an hour. It's a lot of just cruising. So it's actually making me fall asleep. So I've been struggling pretty hard with nodding off, falling asleep. I've been trying to stay awake. I started taking a little nap on the side of the road at one spot, and a mouse went into my helmet. Woke me up. It kind of woke me up for a while. Everything's all right, folks. Good morning. Another morning on the Colorado Trail. Whoops. Day 4, I guess. Made a bit of a miscalculation in my food. So should have bought more in Cathedral Creek or Cathedral Cabins. It's about 133 kilometers to Buena Vista with about 3,500 meters of elevation. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know, it might be a little rough. Not sure where I am right now. Just climbed up very, very long, steep, rocky slope. And those are when you start asking yourself, why am I doing this? I don't know, I've got 90 kilometers to get to Buena Vista and it's 12:52. So I don't know, it's not looking good. But I will be out of food in a little while, so. Chunky. See a wrapper on the trail. You pick it up and throw it away into the trash pocket. And then you keep riding. I thought I'd be the craziest downhill I've ever been on. Dropped 1,000 meters. I don't know how far, but it was just technical. Some stuff that was really fast and flowy, some stuff that was really technical, kind of staircase, rooty drops, some shale. The bike held up really well for what it is. So I decided to hunker down in the rain a little bit early tonight. Looks like it's raining on me already. I'm under a tree. You can see that. Bike's over there. Got my stuff kind of under my raincoat. My legs are sticking out in the rain a little bit. I'm on a big slope, so we'll see how tonight goes. But it's only like 8:30 or so, but it's cell service, so I checked the radar map and it said it'll blow over by about 2, so that's pretty much my plan, is to sleep until 2 or so and then get up and push on to Buena Vista. I'll have like a payday bar for supper and payday bar for breakfast and see what happens from there. Well, I did it. Just finished my last bag of Tailwind. Uh-oh. And what I have here is 1 fig bar. I have a payday and a cliff shots in my backpack. So that's what I've got to get 20 more kilometers because it's 25. Could be an interesting morning. Yeah, I'm pretty hungry. Princeton Lodge. Breakfast is 7:30. I've been just hanging out for half an hour so far. I get a bathroom. It's all clean. Got bike over here. Charging station. Another bike over there. So I'm gonna hang out till 7:30 or 8 and see what they have for food. The store opens at 8 too, so I'm just gonna wait because I'm hungry. So I lost my wallet. I dropped it somewhere along the line. Discovered that at the Princeton Hotel. So a little bit of panic sets in. What do I do? You can see the Princeton Hotel right down there. And so I asked them for help if I could get some sort of money wired to me from Kristen. Said we could do $50. So I thought, okay, 50 bucks, get me to Buena Vista. Buena Vista's big enough that it's got some banks, and hopefully she can give me some cash there. But then my savior arrived. Josh came rolling up. Hey Josh, did you find a wallet? Sure did. So he handed it over. So it's amazing. He actually had my wallet. The crisis averted. Back on the ride. So we had some breakfast. Now we're back on the trail. Cruising down out of Buena Vista. Big long flat stretch. So I was nodding off again. Feeling so tired, took a 10-minute nap. But doing okay. Hike a bike up out of Buena Vista. Boris, Fleshman, Rick the Rat are all doing well. Good morning. Down a paved descent. Busy morning on the mountain today. Headlights. They're climbing Mount Albert, I think. So you're getting early so you can get above 14,000 feet. So cruising on my way to Leadville. Hopefully I can get a gas station with a burrito. Breakfast burrito. Beautiful crisp morning. On my way to the Leadville. I'm gonna take the bypass, I think, but there's a gas station just up the road. Last night I slept so soundly and comfortably, nestled between a couple of big, I don't know, pine trees. Rained a little bit, but not too much to be an issue. And slept really, really well. It was almost hard to get up. I hit snooze a couple of times. And right now in this little valley, it's cold. Trails have been just nice and smooth. Even the climbing doesn't feel like climbing. Just kind of cruising up and down like roller coaster. A lot of fun. So it's a good morning so far. Guess I'm climbing up 700 more meters here pretty quick. So that's probably gonna be a more hike a bike. But what else can you expect? That's what the Colorado Trail is all about. But that was a slog up this so far anyway. Then some guy comes riding by, totally stripped down. It must be a day ride for him. Just cruising on up the hill. Hey, that's a real lung burner, isn't it? You know, as I'm trudging along, you know, contemplating life choices, with my head hung down and struggling for every breath. So it's kind of funny. Hello. See you. Bit of a spill coming down there and fell the wrong way. Fell the wrong way down the hill. So I'm taking a minute to regroup. Nothing in too bad a shape. The bike seems all right. I got some scrapes down here. I got some scrapes down on the legs. Or hit the ground. My little E-Trex took a beating. Trucks took a beating. cracked the screen, scraped it up. Spot tracker's still working. Yeah, I think I'll be walking anything slightly sketchy for a while. Shoulder's a little bit sore too. I did a bit of a roll right on those rocks right there. Bang, bang, bang. The bike kind of fell on top of me, but I didn't go too far. Lesson learned, don't push the limits. There's my E-Trex bush fix. It's some Gorilla Glue. I'm hoping that waterproofs it. So I think I've pretty much recovered from my little crash. It looks like the Gorilla Glue is working on the E-Trex. It hasn't rained yet, but it's still working. And I can see this little triangle of space in the bottom where I can see my pink line. Got some bruises and scrapes. That's about it, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna see how far I can get tonight. I'm feeling really tired. I felt pretty good when I left Copper. I had a couple of burritos. But yeah, I think as far as the crash and my kind of getting my mojo back, I think that's okay. I was a little slow coming down Copper at first, but then after a while, started to really kind of get my flow again, and it wasn't so bad. And then yeah, I had burrito power for the first bit here, and then now I'm starting to feel really sleepy, really tired. So I'm not sure what the plan's gonna be. Feeling, yeah, kind of beat up, kind of tired, kind of worn out. Happy, I'll be happy when this is over and I can just rest for a while, take a nice big shower and just sleep for a really long time. Yeah, there we go. Early morning, just came over 10 mile. I slept on the other side about 2/3 or 3/4 of the way up or so. Tried to sleep under a tree because I knew it would probably get cold if I went any higher. It was a little bit cold, still a little bit cold this morning. Yeah, I'm feeling at the point. I love the trail. It's really beautiful. I really just wanted it to be over now. Well, I have no idea where I am. Feels like I'm in the secluded backwoods of Colorado, and all of a sudden I rode past a mini golf thing, I think, or something like that. Very confusing. Sleep monster hit, so I stopped and laid down for maybe 3 minutes, and some people drove by or rode by, said, waved and said good luck. That was nice. Something that should be there. Oh, I don't know how long it's been like that, so I'm just gonna leave it. Let's keep riding. I'm not gonna worry about it. Yeah, today's been one of those days where should be really focused on just the finish, but I'm just trying to get through minute by minute, hour by hour, with the low energy and pushing forward with the bike. Last big peak, woohoo! Not sure why, but this little section of forest after the big descent creeped me out a little bit. Sounds like the Blair Witch. Probably because of all these little markings in the butch trees, and I'm starting to get a little bit overtired, so I'm starting to see things. It's very, very slightly, but things look a little bit more like faces and eyes and this and that when I look at them. So then I come and look at the name of this creek. Welcome to Dead Man Creek. I tell ya, Blair Witchian kind of stuff going on in here. Yeah, beautiful night. Bike's still holding together. Hopefully it stays still Just ran into Nate from Arkansas. We're both gonna try to hit the saloon. I'll eat my meat stick as I ride. Saloon. Good morning. The story of the evening. All excited about Stage Stop Saloon. Rode out there, got there at about 11 o'clock. Nobody home. So, with the saloon closed, no more food, or no extra food. So I've got about 3 bars to last for the rest of the trip and a couple of drinks. So I slept in a ditch for a couple hours thinking I'd get all the pavement out of the way early on, and I did a bunch of it, but I started getting too tired, falling asleep. Even my little naps weren't really helping. It started to get really cold. Cold enough now the GoPro's shutting down because it's too cold for the battery to work. So I got so cold I pulled out the bivvy, put on all my clothes, climbed in there and just decided to sleep until it got bright out. And so that's what I did. So I'm up again. It's a nice beautiful sunrise. I'm on a, I don't know, bite of granola bar or bite of bar every hour or so to see if I can make it last. And we'll get this thing done. Come on, guys. It's huge. So I was riding Josh for a bit. Met up with another rider. I can't remember his name, Richard, I think. Yeah, the sleep monster hit, so I had to take a couple of naps. Felt pretty low. I think the lack of calories is probably getting to me as well. Down to 1.5 bars left, and got quite a ways to go still, so I'll be running on fumes by the time I get there. And it's pretty hot too, so just trying to drink lots of water, nurse along my meager calories that I have left, and I'll get there eventually. I had no idea this place existed, but just saved me. I got chips, I got jerky, and I got some ice cream, cold drinks. Still not sure. I've got a place to charge my phone. After it's charged a bit, I'm going to check, see how far it is to go. Yeah, super grateful to find this place. It's pretty awesome. Yay! Snacks! All right, well, the sun's going down on the Colorado Trail, my last day out here. I'm just hiking up out of the South Platte River, I believe. Colorado Trail, it's a pretty big challenge overall. Some parts were like ridiculously hard. Some parts were really fun, and I'd have to say almost like the really fun parts outweighed the crazy difficult parts. Not by much maybe, but there's gonna be a lot of parts that I miss. You know, so it starts me thinking, should I just camp a couple of nights and then yo-yo the thing? I don't think so. I'm not the Stremkeys. Once is enough for me. And yeah, it's gonna be kind of sad to leave in a way, but I'm gonna be really happy to go take a shower, clean up, have a nice big meal, have some good rest, and yeah, enjoy the satisfaction of having completed the Colorado Trail. It's a beautiful thing, but a very, very, very hard thing to do. So if you are up for the challenge, I'd recommend it. It's beautiful out here. The last sunrise of the CDT. Whoop.
Yeah! Nice job! Woo! He's home! He's home! Triple Crown! Triple Crown! Woo! Nice job! Awesome job! You did it! You did it!